That you're in love with me. Carve your name next to mine on that big oak tree. It's how you want it to be. You bring me things from the store and put it at my front door. just like I'm supposed to do. I'm yours, you're mine. If you ever feeling blue, rest assured I've been there too. We just pick up where we left off, then we toe the line. That's fine. Sunday breakfast in bed, strawberry jam on some bread. And if you feel like doing anything today, then go ahead. I just lay here instead, 'cause I do the same for you, just like I'm supposed to do. I'm yours, you're mine. If you ever feeling blue, rest assured I've been there too. We just pick up where we left off, then we toe the line. That's fine. If you ever feeling blue, rest assured I've been there too. We just pick up where we left off, then we toe the line. 'Cause I do the same for you, just like I'm supposed to do. I'm yours, you're mine. If you ever feeling blue, rest assured I've been there too. We just pick up where we left off, then we toe the line. That's fine.
golden days drifting far away. Light is leaving town. Colors fade, But I'm thinking we stay just for a little while.
잘 먹겠습니다.
잘 먹겠습니다. 기다려서 이렇게 맛있는 걸 먹을 수 있으면 얼마든지 기다리죠. 이걸 이렇게 집어서 먹으면
고추기름 엄마가 고추기름 내는 방법 알려줬거든. 그거를 볶아가지고 만들었어.
고추기
찜닭 안 시켜 먹어도 될 거.
이건 것보다 맛있는데.
Summer nights,
손이
watch them go by.
안 가는 음식은 아닌데 근데
As we
사 먹는
fight
것보다 더
off the
맛있잖아.
cold, holding you tight, you know just what I'm thinking. I don't want this moment to go. No, I don't want this moment to go. Let's lose track of time, darling. Stay for a little longer while I hold your time. We'll wait, so just rest your head upon my shoulder. Nothing in our way. It's colder, but the day's not over yet. The light is fading fast. From this old town we gotta go. Our bags are packed, so what we waiting for? There's no point in delaying what we both already know. Escape this time with me. Escape this time with me. We could rent a room and watch the stars dance round the moon. Fall asleep to the sounds of